Why Isra saying no? Everybody join through this link only, no? Whatever I sent.
Yeah, I think that person needs to disconnect and reconnect. Sometimes it happens with me, this team.
Very surprising. Just one second. Okay. Able to join, so I don't know how. Okay, cool. So I think it's very clear, Jean-Marie, that when you look at this campaign, and you're almost half of 1,000, right? And 115 has connected with you back, but very, very low engagement, right? 2% engagement rate, which is a red flag, and 0% conversion, which is a super red flag. So instead of just simply continuing this campaign, and trying to bulldoze your way to making anything happen, you need to really sit back and think whether why something is not working. And I honestly believe the reason it is not working is because we are campaigning to the wrong people. I think not wrong people, but we are campaigning to the to the CXOs of the cosmetic company in UK, and they may or may not be responsible for regulatory aspects. So what I was thinking, if I just simply put regulation or regulatory here, you will at least get the related people. But when I do that, there is only 26 people in the whole of UK in the cosmetic industry, and that's actually too small a number. So then I remove the UK from the thing. Then there is a little bit more, 500. Okay, that sounds good, right? So then I added the other people like owners, partners, vice presidents, directors, managers, senior managers. So when I added all those people under cosmetics, under regulation or regulatory, I got 8,500 people, right? This is a good number, right? This number is really good to go after the campaign, right? Because I think, and all of these people have something to do with regulations or regulatory, or you can even put the word compliance, right? Or ingredients, because ingredients or formula, whatever, I don't know. No, because then suddenly there's a lot more people, right? 26,000. Maybe we have to play with this. So I think we need to do a small course correction if we want this client to continue with us. Otherwise, this client is not going to continue with us. We are simply wasting his time. Any questions, comments, ideas?
Yes, Anis.
So we'll change this campaign. So, but any thoughts?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm thinking we can also discuss this with Neha and hear from her if she's contented with the cloud we are getting. Because at this stage, even the crowd itself, it's good to have it because there's nothing attract customers as crowd. But having also that idea of changing the campaign, the target audience.
Yes. No, definitely. We'll talk to Neha and change both US. I want to check, just check the data for the US campaign. Zach was not able to join today, but let us check the campaign in the US and, let us do, a course correction there also. So we can even do this, in terms of making it simple, we can make it Europe as a region, and then you will get a little bit lesser. Yeah, 8,000 people, right? And then we can get US, and then we can give that to Zach. the reason I'm trying to do this is I think for any thing in life, we have to start with a place where we are able to get some immediate success, right? That will give the client also some confidence. It will give you also a lot of confidence, right? Once you know what you're doing, right? So I think that's quite important. So this one is we will have to do a course correction definitely. Okay, so we are done with that now. See, we wanted to review this today, right? We wanted to review with you. What about the campaign for Spectralite? Keisha or Isra, if you guys can tell us, how is it going so far? The campaign for Spectralite. Keisha, Isra, you guys are there? Hello, Keisha, can you hear me? Isra?
Yes, Annie.
Yeah, can you tell us a little bit about your campaign?
Sorry,
Isra,
today
how
I'm
is it?
having a connection problem.
Okay. What about you? What about you, Keisha?
I'm good with the campaign. The campaign is going on well. I'm left with like 400 from 2000.
Okay. So that's good. So if I look at okay. See, this is fairly looking good, right? I think if I look at, so this is the next client, Spectralite. I think this is not bad. We still need to capture the engagement and conversions, but it is looking quite good. Let's also have a checkpoint with the client and see what he thinks in terms of how the campaign is going, right? Keisha, you have anything to add to this?
Pardon, Anil.
Yeah. How is it going for you? Are you able to work on behalf of Mahadev and everything is going good for you? Hey Keisha, can you hear me? Looks like, but is everybody able to hear me clearly? Mohammed, how is my connection actually?
Yeah, we are hearing you well, but connection is not stable. It just goes and come back.
Okay. Okay, cool. So at least you are able to hear me. No, fair enough. Let's continue. I think this is what we wanted to do today very quickly. I think the Fryer client with Zach and Jean-Marie is doing is actually not going well. We need to stop the campaign and we need to really do a course correction because the campaign is being executed well. There is no problem with Zach or Jean-Marie doing the campaign, but the results are not coming. So we want to make a difference. And for Spectralite, I think let us also have a call with the Spectralite people, Keisha and Ezra, because there's a lot of very good engagement. You still have to capture that engagement, right? You have not this sheet is not getting updated for engagement, right? This I know we can't capture the conversion, but we have to capture the engagement. This column cannot be empty. It needs to be filled up, and that can easily come from this one, right? You are actually putting the thing who's engaging exactly here. So basically this is the number, right? Whoever is engaging for you, Isra, please count the number and put it over here. Just do a double check of this number because these are large numbers. So you might have to do a lot of work to capture the number of people who are engaging here, just to get a sense, right? The same thing for you also, Isra. So that's the second client. I think we don't need to do any course correction here, but we need to have a meeting with Spectralite people and then explain to them how things are going so far. Just take some feedback from them also. If you don't connect and have conversation with our clients, they will not be clients for a long time. I hope that's becoming clear. We need to be talking to our clients at least once in a week, at least. Just say something, right? I mean, at the same time, we don't want to be talking to them every day also, right? Every day is a bit too much, but if you don't talk to them for months together, then that also becomes a problem. So you have to keep the conversation. All of you are on WhatsApp with your clients. There must be something good to say. You can talk about engagements, you can talk about anything, but you have to keep the conversation going on your WhatsApp groups where you are with the client. Because if you're not going to be talking in those WhatsApp groups, the client will lose the interest over a period of time, and one day he will not be client anymore. So just keep those conversations. It's good to work, but it is also good to just keep those conversations. I hope is it clear, guys? What I'm saying.
Yeah, it's clear.
Good. Okay. Do we have Bahana? Yeah. Bahana, I think on IFC, IntroHive, and Area 9, I think the client, you're obviously interacting, etc., but we really need to take these clients to the next level, Bahana, because right now they are operating in some kind of a new decent way. These guys have operated with us for nearly more than 1 year now, which means definitely they are getting value out of the work that you currently do. But we need to take them from client 1.0 to client 2.0, right? Which is what you're working on for Area 9 and IntroHive. But we really need to increase this one, because each of these guys can give you at least another 5-10 new jobs. Each of these people, right? At least Area 9 and IntroHive can definitely give you another 5 more jobs easily. So we just need to take them to the next level. I mean, we are just keeping them in the first level, isn't it? And I don't think we have created dashboards for them like this yet. Proper dashboards we have, but it's not. Do you want to add anything to that, Bahana?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Bahana. Oh, it looks like it's a pretty bad internet connection. Yeah, Bahana, can you try again one more time?
Yeah, can you hear me?
No, Bahana, not able to hear you clearly. But that's okay. I think as long as you are able to hear me, we'll continue. I think yeah, for you. No, Bahana, your voice is muffled. Can't hear it at all actually. Yeah, but that's okay, Bahana. I think it looks like a bad internet connection, but that's okay. Let's continue. See, for you, Bahana, I'm not at all worried, right? All these people really like what you do. But the question is not about liking. The question is how to take these 3 clients to the next level. I think that is where sorry, Bahana, the voice is not coming through. It's okay. We'll continue, and then we will figure it out, right? Do we have Pascal for Victor? The problem is Pascal is not here. No, Pascal is not here. Victor has it's a very weird problem. Victor has already signed up Pascal. He has already paid the money. But the problem is Victor just had a baby, a week ago. So he's completely, busy. But we have to work together to, create a video for Victor. That's what we need to do. Let's go to the next one, Harley Street. I think, Mohammed, I saw you there. The first thing we need to do is, create a story that we can, sell on behalf of Harley Street Digital. Mohammed, do you want to give us a quick update in terms of, what you have done? Because for these guys, I think we have done two things, right? We have done the target client list is ready, but we have to create the video in order to, move forward. So, but you've been a bit stuck in the video creation. So do you want to tell a little bit about, what's going on with Harley Street to the others also, Mohammed?
Thank you, Anas. Not actually much to update. It's just been I've been a bit slow with the storyline, and I'm just creating that video. I went back to the website and I watched a couple of our earlier lessons, just to really understand how to create the storyline and the video itself. This is my first attempt at it, but yeah. And I know that with the client, they posted that they had a family incident with the COVID. So I think that's given us a bit of a breathing space, but we still need to pick up.
Absolutely. I think, See, what I want to, this is a classic case, Mohammed. Actually, both Victor, who's had a baby, just a newborn baby just last week, and Harley Street, who had emergency. I just they can have all sorts of problems on their end, but from our end, we need to be showing some value addition at least on a weekly basis, irrespective of even the hell falls apart for them, for their side. We don't have control over that, right? So I said no, we'll work together on this thing. And get it out, right? So in fact, there was another one also for which we needed to create the video. I think this creating video is becoming super important. Pascal has to create a video for Victor. You have to create a video for Harley. Isra has to create a video for Little Cabs, right? What else? I'm sure this one is going to come very quickly. Just quickly moving from this side of the table to the other side of the table, I'll give a quick update on CardMedic. CardMedic, if they come through, it will be like some kind of a massive jackpot for us, because it is extremely interesting company to work with, and also they want quite a few people. But I've had many conversations. I'm having another conversation with the CFO next week. So let's hope CardMedic actually comes through, and it'll be very interesting. From just one quick question here. The CardMedic transaction will, at least for the time being, will not be a social media one. It will be a translation one, right? And I've told you that we will start with a few languages first, and then we'll see how we can cover all African languages using StepUp, right? So I think this is going to be a very important one. We need to identify a leader who can lead this piece of work, because if there are like 5-6 people in this, I don't want all 6 people to be having conversation with the client. We have to choose one and try to do that. So let's look at somebody with some. Zach had quite a few. So he even translated some of these things for me, just to put it in front of the client. So if Mohammed or Zamzam or Zach, if you guys have translation experience already, right? You have already done translation for IOM. Zamzam spoke about IOM translation. So we can put one of you guys, as a front-ending person, so that you are front-ending with CardMedic, and then rest of them, so everybody gets paid equally. There is no problem with front-ending and back-ending, but just that I just wanted somebody to be in the front and somebody to But anyway, that's still a bit a long way. But Cardmedic seems to be very, very, possible, right? Any questions on Cardmedic in terms of what we are trying to do? I hope you guys understood the financial model as well. I posted the entire financial model. I also got a meeting with Hooray, with the Cardmedic CFO, so that because they also wanted some kind of assurance that we are a safe organization. So Hooray wrote a big email to the Cardmedic people saying that very good things about us. He also offered to come in a video meeting in case if it is needed. Any questions on Cardmedic, especially in Mohammed and I think who's here? Yeah. Do you guys understand this, Mohammed? The Cardmedic transaction?
I mean, I dropped out the last couple of minutes, but I remember you saying with the Cardmedic asking us to step up and try to lead the conversation on this. It's something I'd be happy to do. I mean, I think that's we have vast experience in this field.
That's what I think. You probably missed it. That's exactly what Zach also told me. Zach told me that you, Zamzam, and he is also not that good, but he said that you guys have worked for proper translation thing, for IOM or NRC. A lot of translation has been done, and it's a good transaction. I don't know whether you read the details of the transaction. So I'm asking for almost $300, per person for translating 100 cards. So it's some kind of a system. Every language will have 3 people. 2 people will be translating, and the third person will be a healthcare worker who will be double checking your translation, like a doctor or a nurse or somebody who knows the language. So each of you will be translating 100 flashcards with approximately 500 words each, in a month. And then the healthcare worker will be quality checking 200 flashcards. So let's say if the team is Mohammed and Zamzam and a healthcare worker, from Kakuma who knows Somali, then Mohammed will translate 100 flashcards. Zamzam will translate 100 flashcards. Mohammed will check Zamzam's quality. Zamzam will check Mohammed's quality. And then that will be the first level of quality checking. The second level will be done by a healthcare worker for both Mohammed and Zamzam. Right. So that is a system that I have, written. I have put that system out to you guys as well, and to the client. They seem to have liked it. Our challenge is, Mohammed, and I'm sure Zach or Jean-Marie was telling me this, that they can find the right healthcare worker in Kakuma. I don't have to go to Nairobi because one of you was recommending that we go to Nairobi and find a healthcare worker who knows the language. But I'm thinking, if somebody is available in Kakuma, then we can take because the translation is extremely simple translation. These are not really difficult translation. These are like spoken words, So it's quite a simple one, and we don't want to complicate it by going to Nairobi. So please have a look at it. I think it's very clear, and we can really do a good job in this translation business, right? Okay. Any questions? Anybody on the Cardmedic thing? You're okay? Okay. Yeah, let's come to the favorite topic, little cabs. Me and Isra had a meeting with the little cabs person, and after that, he has sent so many details to us. It is very interesting, this whole thing, right? what he wants to do. But I was a bit disappointed that none of you really got the essence of what he wanted to do. Even though everybody tried, that's important. Everybody has to try, at least getting it right, because it's really important. You have to find an angle. I don't know whether Bahana is here. I know Bahana is here, but I don't know whether he is able to talk. But when Isra attempted to write the story, let me go to that story, right? It was a good story. There's nothing wrong with the story itself, right, Isra? Because it's like you went and picked up everything. Yeah, it's a good story. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, this is Isra's story, right? Storyline for Little Cabs, right? I can't say this is a wrong story, right? It's okay. It's a good attempt, right? But it has completely missed the point. Completely missed the point, right? Which means and then we spoke about it, Isra, and then you immediately got it, right? Because the point that was missed was he had sent us a slide deck, which was what was the point that was missed out, Isra? Do you remember? It's all about, this whole pitch was to a corporate company. This pitch is not to some passenger that is want to travel to, let's say, right? So I think that's quite important, right? Number one. Then Keisha attempted it, which was again very good. It was very good because because Keisha didn't have anything, right? He didn't come for the client meeting, right? He had no access to anything, right, except what I put over here. So based on what I put over here, this is a very good attempt. Very good attempt, but still it not good enough to be created into a story. See, people, if you guys can speak, please do that, in the sense, ask me question why or why not, because this looks like a very good story on the outset. What Keisha has written, anybody would have said good story, right? But I say no, it's not a good story because it's just a statement of facts. It's just stated all the facts, right? But at least he got the flow right. There's so many good things about this story, but definitely not something that I would put in front of the client. Then what happens? Then came the story from Mr. But where is Mr. Bahana? Yeah, he gave the story. But again, the problem is, that is after a lot of hints and a lot of help from me. I think Bahana did get it right because he started saying the right things, right? Large companies spend a lot of money on travel. That's the whole idea. If you are a large company like Safaricom in Nairobi or in Kenya with thousands of employees, then you would spend more than $20-30 million every year in just traveling in taxis, right, with all your employees. And when an employee of Safaricom travel in a taxi, right, he's not going to put his own money. He's going to ask that money from his company, Safaricom, let's say. So the idea is, can you reduce that money by 40% by making a partnership with Little Cabs? If Safaricom and Little Cabs would make a partnership, right, then they can reduce the spend by 40%, right? So this is such an important thing, right? This is the most important thing. If I'm the Safaricom head of travel sitting in Nairobi, this is the first thing I want to hear. Remember, if you remember our message, right? What if? You remember our message? That's how we start, right? So your message has to be, what if we can, help reduce your, local travel cost by 40%? That should be your, starting message, right? And then Bahana did a phenomenal job, right? First, he talked about, money, how much money he can save. Then he talked about insurance, right? Some cash back, etc., etc. Then he talked about accidents, right? There are lots of accidents happening. and we can cover you. We every person who travels in our taxi is automatically covered. Okay, because they have a partnership with some insurance company called Britain, and then they're also security. Correct. So Bahana has covered a lot of important points, right? He covered money. He covered insurance. He covered security, right? That's a very important point when you think of it from a corporate point of view. But he didn't cover one very important point. I just wanted to pause here. Can anybody think the most important point that he missed out? Just what do you think? Or Bahana, you can also answer if you because it is your story. I'm telling you, you missed a very important one. Or anybody, Westin or Kasi or Patience, because you don't have to be rocket scientist to understand this, right? It's a very simple, straightforward thing. People are traveling, they use a taxi. Instead of using any taxi, if you use one kind of taxi, then we'll give you a lot of discount and insurance, etc., etc., etc. So that's the whole point. Anybody wants to give it a shot? Mohammed, Jean-Marie, Bahana, Kasi.
Yeah. Yes, let me give it a shot.
Yes, Jean-Marie.
Yeah, I'm thinking, is that only that travel that can help those companies? And if there is other more companies, what differ from these little cabs from different other companies?
Oh, that's a very good point. Yeah, but that point is somewhat covered here. In fact, that's a financial point, right? If Bolt is there, Uber is there, Taxify is there in Nairobi. Okay. And Safaricom could have partnered with Bolt or Uber, or everybody has the same service, right?
Yeah.
Instead of partnering with them, why should they partner with So that is why, if you remember, I put a small screenshot. Remember, it was a comparison, but yeah, this one. See, when you travel, like from Nairobi to Kakuma, you saw this one. From Nairobi, you travel to Kakuma, which is almost 750 kilometers. Little Cab is 12% cheaper than another company. So little, and I checked it for many different routes, right? Little Cab is 12% cheaper than its competitor in Kenya, right? But that is a very good point you brought out, Jean-Marie. No, that's an important point. Yes, we want to cover it in the financial thing, but it is still a financial angle. Okay, we are 40% cheaper than the normal taxi, 12% cheaper than the competition. Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, very important point. Yes, amazing point. Yes, good point, Jean-Marie. But still, there is an emotional point that is missing out here. Anybody wants to just think what that could be? No, not able to think. Let me. Somebody got that point out. Actually, I think I'm just looking. It's not. It didn't come out. Yes, this is the point that Kisha wrote. Welcome to Africa's own cab booking service. So, if you look at all the other competitions, right? Uber is a company from America, right? Then if you look at Bolt is another company from some other country. Little Cabs is a homegrown Pan-African platform. And I think this is also very important angle. You have, this is our own mobility platform founded in Africa, for African countries, So he Keisha got this point out here, but it is not really, no, it doesn't stretch that, emotional angle. It just simply states something. I think it's a very important point. As far as I'm concerned, it is as important or even more important than the 40% cost savings. Right? I think so. I don't know. What do you think? But, any thoughts on this one? I really think people make decisions, mainly based on, some of these things. Cost is a very important aspect, but this emotional aspect of, being prepared something for own country is also really important. Yeah, that's something that I want to point out. So, I think who's this? Isra, right? Yeah. So I think we can take this, Isra, what Bahana has written. It is still not good. Okay, it needs to be polished a little bit. Okay. He talks about Safaricom, etc., etc. It needs to be, it can, but this, little bit of polishing can be done, Isra, and it can be sent to the client, right? And ask him, if we can change some percentages, this and that, why don't you give it one more shot? The story is the most important story. Pick up what Bahana has written. Pick up what I just now told you. Okay, you can. This is a comparison with normal taxi. Bring out the 12% comparison with other taxis. Bring out that African sentiment, because I think that's a very important sentiment. Bring out the insurance security. I think he's already done it, but it needs to be slightly written better. And then we'll share this with our friend from our client from Little Cabs, and then we will ask him, what does he think, right? So Isra, you can do that. And similarly, Mohammed, I think for your case, right? I think I already like what the write-up the guy has done, right? I just wanted it slightly polished up and shortened up, right? And I'm sure you're really good in doing that, right? So if we could do that, we can just share the last version with the client and start creating the video itself. Because stories are good, but once they see it in a video format, it becomes a little bit more, interesting, right? So let's do that. Any other client I'm missing? So I've Cardmedic, I've covered, Little Cabs, I've covered. Amref Health is Keisha's client. No, Keisha, one more thing I forgot, right? Little Cabs is 100%, Isra's effort, right? Isra reached out to, I don't know, thousands of people, and we have had more than 10 meetings so far. And this one is, looking like he might sign up. Not sure, but, looks like he might sign up. So that'll be very important. And similarly, Amref, I don't think Amref Health, Keisha, will sign with us, right? I don't think, they will sign us up, right? I think most of the things that Keisha is bringing more, everybody wants to do a partnership with us rather than, really signing any clients. Bahana, what do you think about SSRG, the surgical client from Western Kenya, Nima? I have a strong feeling, I have looked at our website, but what do you think?
Yes, I think I saw that Nima's website. So there's much, we need to do, but I think she's likely going to close the deal. We should organize another follow-up meeting and try to understand.
Yeah, Bahana, this voice is still breaking, so it's okay. I have a strong feeling, SSRG will not come through. I don't think she has a good platform, or her thing is, she's a very, very good person who's doing very good work, but I don't know whether, she will become a client. Okay, but anyway, let's keep trying, Amref and SSRG. But Cardmedic and Little Cabs, I have much more hope. This AIDS conference just came up. I just sent a mail message to the two of you, again from Ashma. I think looks like all these doctors in the UK have some, thing. So I've already sent you a lot of, information about this client already. So have a look at it in the email. So this is the one. They are trying to have this AIDS conference in London, and they want to, promote this conference through social media, etc., etc. And they want to hire us. So there's a meeting that we will have, not this Monday, but week after with the client. So this will be pretty good, I think. Any other client update I'm missing? Client or prospect, pipeline update? Kesha, especially, from your side, we had so many meetings. There are a few more, I'm not able to remember every single one of them, but there are a few more clients that, we are talking to, but I've not yet, put this. Okay, so that's pretty much it, in terms of what I wanted to cover today, in terms of just, give you a high level thing. But the most important thing I wanted to talk to you guys all about was, our dashboard, right? So, not really the dashboard. What I want to talk to you is, you guys are not yet, reaching out to the people. That's the biggest problem I have. So, I have given the list to a lot of people, but no, this has to happen. What I mean is, you have to contact your own potential clients, right? I think that's really the most important thing. And we said we will do it through Kenya. Kenya leaders will be a very important leader. So I have given a list to every one of you. Bahana is completing it very soon. Kesha will be completing it in the next 2-3 days. So once these two guys complete the list, I will start them, chasing, maybe the clients in the UK or in the US, depending upon, where we are. UK seems to be giving us a lot more results. So, I don't mind, starting Bahana and, and Kesha on the UK clients. I'm sure Isra and Jean-Marie are also doing it, but I think, they are somewhere in midway. My simple request to the four of you, right? Bahana, Isra, Jean-Marie, and Kesha, please update these things, right? Just like you update your own client, you update this for your client, right? So please update for yourself also. How many you have contacted, how many you have connected, that'll be very important, right? What I'm doing is I'm going to work with Bahana, and I'm going to, give a list of clients to all of his people that, he has onboarded, because I've not yet given that list to anybody. So, I just wanted to check with you, because, this approach is probably not working, well, but I don't know how else can I do this, right? Because there is a list given to all the people, and we have not yet started, so we have to really decide, whether how to do this. I'll talk to Niall, Joel, Paul. Paul. I don't know whether I gave the list to Paul, but I'll talk to him also. Mohammed, Zach. So Mohammed and Zach, you guys also have not started, as far as I know. Pascal, yeah. So this is important, right? Because if we don't start this, then what that means is, we won't be able to form our own teams, right? Because if you see, look, honestly speaking, right, all of you will have your one job or two jobs, definitely, because just look at the number of clients, so I am not worried about your first job or even your second job. But if you really want to build a larger thing under you, right, you have to have, this, you have to find your own clients, right? So that's the first point. I want to just pause here for 1 second, and then, maybe I want to, because I want to listen to Muhammad, I want to listen to, Isra, what is the, are you guys able to do this? Is it a problem for you? Or you want to do it little later? But I want to just hear, what do you guys think, just honestly. Shall we start with you, Mohammed?
Can you rephrase the question? I don't think I got the question clearly.
Okay. Okay, no, so basically, Mohammed, if you look at this list, right, you hope you're able to see this list. What we are also doing is, one is, we are working for our client, but we are also, contacting potential clients in Kenya. I mean, we have only given the Kenyan list so far. And each of you, like for example, Bahana has contacted more than, I would say, 2,000 clients so far, potential clients, right? And he's setting up meetings with those people, almost every other day, right? And the same with Isra has contacted huge number. I don't think it's 50 anymore. She has not updated it. She must have contacted a lot of clients. Jomari has also contacted. So I think maybe, what I remember is I have given the list of people to contact for all of you guys. I have given it to you. I have given it to Zach, Grace, everybody. But this work has not yet started. As far as I know, this is not yet started from yourself, Mohammed. So I wanted to check if there is a problem in terms of, you do not know about this, because I don't remember, teaching any of you guys how to do this or anything. I just assume that, if you are able to do it for your clients, you should be able to do it for yourself. Is that clear? Is it clear, Mohammed?
Sorry, I was speaking on mute.
Okay.
Yeah, no, actually, it is clear. And I think some of us have not even started on that document, including myself. But just to ask for a clarification, when you say reach out to clients in Kenya.
Hello, can you hear me?
We're doing. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know who was talking. Just give me 1 second. I'll just mute it. No, go ahead, Mohammed. I think, yeah, nobody.
Because I remember we were reaching out to people on LinkedIn. Are we reaching out to people, for example, influential people within Kenya, the African space, who we think can provide jobs? Or are we reaching out to companies like just out of the blue and writing to companies?
No. Please, never, no reaching out to anybody out of the blue. Oh, boy. Are you kidding me or what? Just 1 second, guys. Sorry. So let me show you, Mohammed, because I think it's really important, because a lot of other people also are there in this thing, and they should look at, this one, right? So what I have done, so this is the prospect list I have got, it's a very small font, so don't worry about this list. Can you see this list, Mohammed? There is more than 30,443 clients, potential clients, right? I have picked up, and this client are all from Kenya. So if you look at the location here, it is all Kenya, mostly Kenya, right? You can see here, right? I mean, not mostly, all of them are Kenya, most of them Nairobi, right? And if you look at here, I've got this list of who. Can you see this, Mohammed? Zamzam, Zach, Paul, Pascal, Niall, Nestor, Maraka, Lemmy. What I've done is, if I choose, let's say, your name, Mohammed, there will be 1,135 clients for you, right? And this is the list I have given you. Just go back and check your, I didn't send this in the main WhatsApp group. It should be there in the, it should be there in your in the one-on-one chat. I would have sent it, because I didn't want to send it to everybody, like that.
Okay.
But it should be there in your one-on-one chat. You can go check it. If you don't have it, just let me know.
I'll check it.
I do remember, sending it to each of you separately. So this is the list. In this list, what do you do, Mohammed, is you basically, come here, take the, say, for example, this is your first guy, right? Paris, Gitav, Dominoes. Just Control C this Paris, Gitav, Dominoes, come to your LinkedIn. Let's say this is your LinkedIn. If you control V that guy, he will be there. Oh, it's not a guy, it's a girl. That's it. Yeah, the first person, in your list is this one, right? So what do you do for that person? You just go to connect, and then put a note, and then what is the note that Bahana is sending? Just give me 1 second. Okay, come to Bahana's page. Oh no, this is not Bahana. Okay, so if you go to messaging, right? I think Ashma is also sending the same message, so we can pick up from her message. So if you go to this message, so this is what she's sending, right? Dear Sanjay. So the same message is what you will send to this person, to Paris. Dear Paris. I think, this is what ISRA, everybody is doing, I'm sure, so basically everybody have a list. No, this is your list, right? This is your list. And let's say if I'm talking to Paul Paddiat, so Paul list is here, right? 2,131 people. So Paul will start from Agatha, Engage Kenya Limited. He will control C this thing, come here. Search, Agatha will be here. Yeah, that's it. More, connect, right? And connect. Yeah, connect is here outside itself. And then add a note, send the message that I just this thing, and that's it. So there is a first message and there is a second message. I can repost all these things for you guys in the main chat, so that what is the first message and what is the second message. Do not try to reach out to random people. Look, honestly, if you want to do that, feel free to do that. But I prefer to go in the structured way, right? I have a list for everybody. Then I'm right now working with Bahana to include all his team members, so that all of his team members can also start. I think this is really important. This list of people who you need to reach out to is going to be so important to build your own team, right? It's not very important just for yourself, because you will anyway get job any which ways, right? Or you've already got your job any which ways. So this reaching out, we are doing with Kenya first. We want to finish all these 30,000 people in Kenya. We have done less than 5,000 people so far, which means we have more than 25,000 people or entrepreneurs or CXOs in Kenya that we need to talk to. I don't want to run to the US or UK before we have finished Kenya, right? And for Bahana and others, I'm going to obviously because they're going to finish it, so I'm going to give them so I have an exact same list for Bahana and Zach and others. So now once they finish their list of Kenya contacts, is that clear, Mohammed?
Thank you for that refresher. It's actually much more clear now. And I'll find that document you sent, and if not, I'll ask for another one. But I'm just going through my WhatsApp now. That was very clear.
Super. That's really good. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, so one more thing. I can show you Bahana's profile, or I can show you, So if you look at the profile, right? I also wanted you to make changes to your profile. I think Pascal was extremely, active, and he made all the changes really quickly. But still, I felt he didn't follow all the steps. So there was always something or the other missing. So I thought I'll just quickly show. Before you send out your messages, right? Make sure your profile is good enough, because you are representing, something. You're asking something. Do not ask for something before you have a professional thing, right? Just make sure that that's the case. So you look at this title. This is a long title, but still not a bad title, right? Background, the background is Step Up. The title is driving business impact, not anymore driving revenue. At least slightly better. Mohammed, I wanted your feedback on this title, Mohammed. While we are on this, or anyone else also, because what do you think of this one? Driving business impact for clients through N=1 social media based selling and social media based marketing. Just this one. Forget about the rest. what do you, or other people also can add in, what do you think of this title? Looks like you're talking on mute. Yeah. Or anyone else? Yeah, Mohammed.
No, I mean the title driving business impact. I think it's a bit broad, and that is advantageous because you can always adapt it. So each client can project their
Correct.
own needs.
Correct.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because if you say revenue, if you are a thought leader and you don't want to increase revenue, you want to increase your impact. So that's why I changed it to business impact. So so first is banner. The second is the title. Okay. Third is this one. Okay. Pascal, especially you, because you didn't get this. So look at what I've done to Bahana. So Bahana has written a few things like this, which is fine. Okay, I don't want to disturb that. But I have added this big thing here, commentary. At StepUp.one, for the last 2 years, I have followed a step-by-step approach to deliver real business impact, regardless of the size of my client's business or the audacity of their hope, right? So driving revenue through N equal to 1 social media selling, how do I do it? Then how do I do social media marketing? I hope this is an important one, and everybody are able to add this to their about profile, because anybody who looks at this, right, should get like absolute clarity what the hell you guys are going to do. I mean, it's like really, really precise and clear. And I'm asking this, not only you, right? Everybody who's ever representing you is putting this in their thing, including Ashma and everybody who's representing you and asking their client are adding this into their profile, because this brings clarity, right? So if I look at who's Pascal, right? I think Pascal was trying to replicate it, but he could not. So number 2. Number 3, the featured thing, right? Please put a bunch of featured ones that say that there. And number 4, little bit just add this social media consultant and add a bit of I mean, I'm okay with all these things. Just write your own stuff, but just something something that really brings it out, right? So I think this is really important, right? So if I look at Pascal's profile, I think he has to update this, which is fine, because at least he's updated the banner. He's updated the old one. The new one he has to update. That's fine. And if you look at this about page, he's not updated. See, look, Pascal, you have to be careful. This generating sales pipeline with Kuram and generating sales pipeline here is not your work. So ideally, I mean, it's until you have your own thing to showcase. I'm okay you showcasing Bahana's work, okay? But remember, this should go away, right? This is not your thing. This is Bahana's thing, and I'm okay for you to have it right now. But this you should try to delete, this one and this one, and have your own thing as soon as you get your client, right? I think that should be your ambition, right? But this you should have, because this is a standard. It's been more than a year. It's a standard StepUp1 thing, and you should have it, right? So fill up your featured thing, really nicely. The rest of it is fine. So just your about section, Pascal, you need to really finish, and and the same thing for everybody, Westin and all the rest of the people. I don't think you guys have we've done this yet. So please do this. Okay, please do this, and I'll give you a list through. Bahana will give you a list, and then let's go after each of them. Right? Let's finish Kenya first. Once we finish Kenya, then we can go to the other countries one by one. Right. That's pretty much what I had to cover today. Any thoughts, ideas, questions, Mohammed, Pascal? I know Bahana has had a difficult thing, but yeah, basically, that's what it is, guys. If we really want to go crazy in terms of the number of jobs, etc., this whole thing has to be green, right? We cannot just depend on. I think Isra was the one who was really doing a lot, but I think she's got really busy with clients, because there are so many meetings I've done with Isra and Keisha, which means they are sending it out, right? They are sending, they won't get meetings unless they are sending it regularly, right? So that's really good job, Isra and Keisha. But you guys can speed it up, right? Finish Kenya, because see, Kenya is a practice ground, right? I know it will be frustrating to reach out to people in Kenya, and you're not going to get a lot of for example, me and Isra, we had a meeting with a client a couple of days ago, and he was trying to sell something, right? Really, you're not going to get super productive or super lucky in Kenya, but it is a very important practice ground, right? Once you finish Kenya, we can unleash this in UK, France, Germany, Switzerland, US, Canada, Australia. I think we can go crazy there. And once that starts, the pipeline will be so big, right? It's really important to do that. Any question? I have one more point to cover, but I just want to just ask every single one of you: have you understood this? Because this is really important, and everybody. I'm talking about Pascal and Westine and Kasi and Yasmin. I really want you to tell me whether you've understood this or not, right? I want this whole thing to become green, which means you're all completed everything that I've given you, right? Is this clear to everybody?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay.
And what is the update with Macquarie, Anis?
Sorry?
The update with Macquarie, the other client we had a meeting with.
Macquarie, is it? The name of the person. Okay.
Yeah. Did he reach to you?
No, not yet. What was he doing, Macquarie? I don't know what he was doing. What was his thing?
This finance, banking, whatever.
Okay. No, he's not come back to me actually.
Okay.
See, look, Keisha, Keisha and Isra also knows this very well, right? You're not going to get, enormous number of clients from here, right? So I know it is a very not the best way to start, but trust me, when I do this, when you go through this tough job with a Kenyan list of clients, you will do 10 times better when we start in other countries. So believe me, just complete it. It has taken Bahana like less than a month to complete. I'm sure Isra and Keisha will complete, Jean-Marie will complete in the next couple of weeks. So it's okay for you to spend a month connecting with all the Kenyan clients, right? That's important. Any doubts, questions from anybody? Honestly, please ask me, guys. Andrew, Westine, Patience. Do you guys, Akasi, do you guys have any doubt? Pasco, any doubts on this particular thing? Because this is very important, extremely important. You should be able to connect with every single one of your client list once I gave that list to you.
Exactly, there's nothing confusing, but I think just when we are given the list to start contacting these people, then automatically I think that's when we will have much to ask, especially as we are with Bahana. I think he will guide us much on how to do it. But in case we have any other question, we will have to come back to you and get clarification as well.
No, absolutely. Yes. I'm not worried about Bahana's team because he's there on site. It will be so easy for you guys to do this. But generally, I want to make sure that everybody has a good understanding. So thank you, Kasi. I'm just going to put on mute. See, the other thing, I think this is the mainly for you, Mohammed, and I want to really be very honest, right? I don't want to bullshit you guys, right? See, Kesha, Isra, Bahana have set up some, I'm not exaggerating, more than 20 meetings this month for me, right? Now, you know, I'm more than happy to do it, right? As much but you know, it is not just you setting up meetings, right? You know, there are all these other people who are setting up meetings, you know. So very soon I will not be able to do your meetings. Very soon I won't be able to do any of your meetings. And we need as a company, you know, we need people who can pitch. So in fact, myself and Bibek, you know, we were discussing this yesterday when we were, you know, in going out for a walk, and he talked about, you know, a movie that I have to watch, you know, on how, you know, we can script, you know, how this leader of this particular company, he scripted the entire sales pitch, right? And he was using people who never sold in their life. Right?
What's the name of that movie?
Yeah, Mama.
What's the name of that movie?
I don't think, you know, I want you to watch that movie, but I will see if I can, you know, send that small. It's called The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio. I think I've seen it. It's a fantastic movie.
So I have not seen that movie, Mohammed. So I watched it just yesterday after Bibek told me about this movie, and it's a very, you know, harsh movie. But I think I got the point what Bibek was making, right? He will go and hire butchers and you know, bakers and people and sell, you know, stock market, you know. And but the point was very important, right? I think what I'm asking you, I'm telling everybody, right? And I'm not want to hide anything to anybody. See, not every one of you here will be able to pitch the idea to the client. I don't want to, you know, fool you by saying that, you know, all of you can do it. Okay, there is already too many hurdles. You know, the biggest hurdle is your internet connection, right? When you are with a client, if your internet connection is not good, then you're screwed, right? So we should always figure out a way to have an alternative, you know, a second person like me, you know, sitting in some other country as your backup. But let's say that is not the problem. Internet connection is the problem. Second, you have to be able to pitch the idea, right? And so far, okay, we need to identify who can really pitch the idea, right? You know, so far, you know, just based on the conversations, you know, I think Bahana can do this, Mohammed can do this, Niyal can do this, Joel can do this. Honestly, this is what I believe. I believe that only 4 of you can actually pitch an idea effectively to a client at this point in time. I'm not saying, you know, that will be you'll be the only 4 for the rest of your this thing. Everybody will learn. Everybody will, you know, figure out how to pitch, even if we give them a script. So we have to find a mechanism where if you know, Isra finds a client, then she is able to call Bahana to, you know, come for the pitch. Or if you know, Westin finds a client, then, you know, she finds you know, let's say Mohammed or Joel to come and pitch for her, right? So it's really important that, you know, we you know, we use the best person for the job, right? Maybe at some point in time, you know, Paul, you know, I don't know, one of you might become the star, you know, video makers, right? People you'll make the best video out of everybody else in this room, right? So we need to take advantage of every one of your skills, right? Now Pascal may be able to do something really good, and, you know, Kasi may be able to do something really good. See, look, all of you have to do all of the things, okay? But some of you will be really good in some things, and we have to make advantage of that. So I will propose an idea of how you can, you know, and I don't want anybody to do charity, I don't want, let's say, Bahana to do charity for ISRA, right? I mean, Bahana will do charity for ISRA one time, second time, maybe third time, but he won't do charity 300 times.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will figure out a way how ISRA can make sure that Bahana gets financial reward for pitching and converting a client. Okay, and the same with and the other people also, right? In fact, I was going to talk to Niall, because Niall says he doesn't have any time, but I was going to tell him, look, Niall, don't do any work, just simply pitch. Right, you don't have to do the actual work. If you come for all our meetings and simply keep pitching the idea to the client, that is also good enough. You don't have to. So there are 3 roles I've identified, Mohammed. I wanted Jean-Marie, Mohammed, I wanted your feedback on this. One role is the guy who pitch, right? The guy who pitch the client 100 times if need be, comes to the meeting and pitch, right? The other role is one that of a leader, okay, leader or a manager, whatever you want to call it, right? You will be responsible for everything, even the pitching, even the signing, even the client engagement, and then the work that will be done by your team member. It is your responsibility, okay? So that's the second role. And the third role is, the team member, right? Now, some of you might think, oh, what the hell, I don't want to be a team member all my life, right? But my advice to many of the people is, it is better to be a team member and do 5 jobs under a good team than to be a leader and do 1 job. This is a very important statement I'm making. Huh? So listen, I'll make it again. It is better to be a team member and do 5 jobs and earn, maybe close to $500 or 50,000 shillings, than being a team leader and only earning, 10,000 shillings. There is no shame in being a team member, right? As long as, you have a good team leader, right? Who's able to get you, your second, third, fourth jobs, right? Don't think that, only if you're a team leader, you're going to win this game. No, you can be a team member and win more than, a team leader, honestly, because, you can multiply the number of clients that you can work with, right? So there are 3 roles. Sometimes you can be both a team leader and the pitching to the client sometimes, but don't get very confident that all the time you can be a team leader and a pitcher, right? I want Bahana, you to think about it. Jean-Marie, you also to think about it. You have to look at yourself very critically. What is your strength, and use that strength properly, right? There is no shame in calling a Niall or a Joel to be your pitcher. There's no shame. You have to be, in fact, shameless. If those guys are good in doing one thing, then we have to use them to do that one thing, right? Do not have any shame in, calling them and, making them a part of your team and sharing your financial benefit with them. Right, nobody will do charity forever. That's, we should not expect that also. Okay, so think about it. I was thinking something like this, like a $10 per client. So $10 is not small, right? Because $10 over a year is $120, right? Because this is a subscription business. So I was thinking of $10 per client for the picture, $10 per client for the leader, and $80 per client per month for the team member. So honestly, if you look at the math, the team member is the one who's actually getting the majority, right? And that's because the team member is the one who's actually doing the work, right? But the team member will not have any work to do if the leader and the pitcher are not managing the client and winning the thing. So this is the fair thing that I have done, but sometimes I may be also wrong. I just want to open this up. If anybody wants to tell me, or any comment on this last one, because we will not scale, guys. We have to figure out a way to scale, and the scale is happening right now, right? And I'm very glad, Bahana, that you took the initiative, to get your team, and I really encourage everybody else, Jean-Marie, Mohammed, and all the other leaders, to form your own teams. You might think, oh, what the hell? Why is he telling me to form the team? I myself have just doing only one job. I still can do 3 more jobs, and then I form the team. You will be really surprised, because there are so many jobs right now in the pipeline. You will quickly finish your thing. You should start thinking and planning and onboarding your own teams. That's my quick advice. But any thoughts on the last point that I said? The pitcher, the leader, and the team member. It's a very sensitive point, and nobody wants to say anything. I mean, this is what I thought.
Yeah, I think that is the best approach, and it's very good because it's going to complete the team, because everyone adds on what my strength is not Muhammad's strength, and my weakness is not his. So we can complete each other. I think that one is the best way, and we can learn through the process and understand it.
And we can make it very formal, Jean-Marie. If you choose your team, I'm most of the time I'm going to be using Mohammed, but sometimes I'll have Joel also do the pitching for me, something like that. You choose whatever is your team, and then you as the leader will be able to work with 1 or 2 pitchers, 1 or 2 team members, etc. So you can choose as a leader. I will leave the choice to you as to who you want to work with, and the same thing, please, tell Keisha and Isra also, it's impossible for them to win this game alone. Impossible. When I say win, I don't mean, working for a client. You can always work for a client, right? 1 or 2 clients you will be able to easily do, But if you want to really make 5,000 people in Kakuma work for us, then you need at least 50 leaders and 50 pitchers, 50 leaders and 50 pitchers, and or even more actually. Yeah. Sorry, Mohammed, you're going to say something and I interrupted.
No. I mean, I just wanted to emphasize what Jean-Marie was saying, and I think also there's the evolution of growth as we develop the teams and as we expand. You can be a team member now, but as you develop your own team, you might also be the one who's now leading the team and also pitching it. So I think it's also good to outline that there's the growth, it's.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. You don't have to be a lifelong team leader, right? The way we are looking at is we will develop at least 50 leaders, almost like 50 leaders in Kakuma, and under the 50 leaders we will develop 50 more team leaders, right? And under each or rather, let's say maybe under each leader we'll develop 10 team leaders. Under each team leader we'll develop 10. So if you look at it, there are 50 team leaders let's call them group leaders, right? 50 group leaders. Under each group leader there are 10 team leaders. Under each team leader, there are 10 team members. And people who are right now team member will become a team leader, and who are team leader right now will become a group leader, right? Something like that. So that, there is a growth for everybody, and, the finances and everything can be really, transparent and very clear. Everybody knows exactly, what how they are getting compensated, etc., etc. It should be very clear, transparent process, and we'll figure it out. Nothing is perfect. We are not perfect in any ways, but if we have a structure, then we can run faster. Right now the structure is too much dependent on me, and I think I need to remove it. I need to make sure that there is a script for Mohammed, Jean-Marie, and Bahana that they can play in every client meeting. That's my first job, right? And then every one of you, here, Westin and Saum and Patience and Pasco, all of you should be able to, send, the LinkedIn messages to all the potential clients in we start with Kenya, then we go to maybe, other countries also in Africa, and then we'll go outside, So we should start doing it. So I'll pause here. I think, if there are any questions, I'll take it. Otherwise, we'll meet next week. But this is a very important thing, guys. It's something that we need to really, conclude. The team game actually. Any last comments from anybody? Bibek, you have anything to add in terms of the script? Do you think the script can work? The idea of Wolf of Wall Street scripting.
Yeah, I think so. If we have the slides ready, so I think every slide, if we add the script, I think probably in next 2 to 3 weeks, everybody should basically come to this meeting and then see whether they can pitch.
Okay.
But I think the content you need to write, if we have like 7, 8 slides, the main content, whatever, if we just write it down, then it becomes how passionately somebody is talking about.
So what I can do, Vivek, this thing is there, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I can start writing in the notes here, right? Completely.
Yeah, whatever you need to say, so then everybody will say the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then it almost become like how impactful or passionately people are talking about it.
Okay.
And that will come hopefully in at least 4 or 5 different practice sessions, right?
Yeah. Okay, let me do that actually. I'll but there is so many pitch I have done. What the hell I think I have recorded many of these pitches actually. Yeah, but let's see. But let me write it. I think there's nothing like writing the.
You don't have to write it. I think even team can write it because all these videos are probably downloaded. Yeah. If it is downloaded, they can also start writing, because then you don't have to go through in each of those.
Yeah. No, I think I get it. I'm just thinking a little innovatively. Maybe I'll just record my speech and convert that into something. Yeah. Let me give it a first shot. I think the more concise it is, the better everybody can pitch. Yeah, I agree. Thanks, Vivek. Any other ideas, thoughts from anybody else? Yeah, good.
I was asking.
Yeah.
How do we get these storylines? Because I've just heard that we should be writing to the potential clients from Kenya.
Yeah, Pasco, can you just type your question, Pasco, if you don't mind? I mean, you asked me, how do you reach out to clients? Is it? Or...
No, I just heard you were saying that we should write to potential clients.
Yes.
Okay, now the storylines and like the first message.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's all there. The storyline is there. The first message is there. I don't know, tens of people are currently sending it. So for example, here is where is it? The storyline, So for example, I am sending it to all my, 20,000 plus contacts. Can you see? My
Yes.
storyline is slightly bigger, it's a big story, because I'm sending it to the people that I already know, right? And look, sounds interesting, let's discuss. But if you go to, someone else, like this, yeah, so Pascal, if you look at this, right, look, this is his first message. Dear Sanjay, each of us have a role to play in preventing the refugee crisis. What we do in next will determine the fate of 70 million refugees. At StepUp.one, we help individuals and companies hire our refugee graduates to deliver results on social media. Join us. So this is the first message. And then once that person is connected, the Sanjay, I'm actually showing you a real, live case of somebody, right? Take a sharp look at this, right? So Sanjay Bagani, right? President of European AIDS Clinical Society. Ashma writes a message to him on February 4th. When was this? 16 days ago, right? She writes a message 16 days ago. I don't know when he accepted it, but he accepted it, late. Okay. Then she writes a second message on Friday. That was when? That was just yesterday, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yesterday. So she writes the first message 16 days ago to Sanjay Bagani. Yesterday, she writes a second message. Many thanks for connecting. We believe social media is changing the world. Here is what you can do. Give our graduates 1 hour. If you like their ideas, hire them for 1 month. If you like their results, you can continue to work with them, right? Second message, signed Dr. Ashma, right? Sanjay writes yesterday night 7:50 p.m. Yesterday night 7:50 p.m. Thanks, Ashma. Do I use the WhatsApp number on the website, that is StepUp.one website, to connect? We at the European AIDS Clinical Society would love to support and get some help with our social media presence and promote our European AIDS conference coming up in October 2021. Right? That was at 7:50 yesterday. At 8:30 yesterday, Ashma writes, that would be great. You can connect with the founder on his WhatsApp to get moving quickly. I will inform him about our chat. I can also set up a quick Zoom meeting next week to get everyone on the same page. Then she writes, have a look at the videos our graduates did promoting the COVID-19, app. So she posts some link. Then Sanjay writes at 10 o'clock yesterday night. Thanks, Ashma. I have a nightmare week next week. Can we try to set up the week after? Send me an email, etc., etc. My email is this. Ashma writes today morning 8:30. Sounds good. Email sent. Do you see and this guy will 100% become our client. 100%. So this is his website. He's the chairman of the European AIDS Clinical Society. They have a conference. I'm very, very sure, he'll become our client. 100% sure. So we have a meeting with him next Monday. Right? So this is what we need what Ashma is doing here. We need to have 1,000 refugees doing this every day to 100 people. You understand, and do you want to see, this is not some joke, right? Can you see, on behalf of you, she's written, can you see, if I go down, I don't know whether you can see this, this is she will beat all of you people, I think, in terms of the number of messages she's writing. Look at this. I'm just continuously going down, right? She's writing at least 50 messages a day. When was this? January 10th. If I keep going down, No, it's not even finishing. Consistent, continuous and consistent. Literally every day 50 messages. Look at this. No, the clients are closing. That's why they are closing. And the best thing is she's writing to doctors who really don't need our service. If you think about it, right? Doctors are treating patients. So this guy is actually a doctor. But the good thing is he's also the president of this thing, right? Normal people like consultant, physician, and senior lecturer. Normally these people will not, give us a social media job. But because he's also a European AIDS Clinical Society, chairman, he has some need for, services from us. So, it is not the, the best, set of potential clients, if you know what I mean, but what I'm trying to show you guys is if you are relentless, you will get hundreds of clients. There is no doubt about it. You have to be relentless. And she's relentless. That the relentless behavior is what I'm showing you right now. If she continues to do this way, she will be higher than any of us in terms of writing to clients. Yeah. I hope that is clear, guys. I think we have overrun a lot of time, but I'll leave you with this, Pasco. Just continue to ask these questions in the WhatsApp channel, and we'll continue. We'll meet next week, and before that, I'll try to get the script ready. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Pasco. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you guys all next week. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye, Pasco.